We start tonight with some good news coming from the offices directly from Chicago in the Big Ten offices.
Hawkeye quarterback C.J. Beathard was named the Co-Offensive Player of the Week.
The Franklin, Tennessee native is the first Hawkeye to receive this award since 2011 when Marvin McNutt Jr. took home the award, and is the first quarterback since James Vandenberg that same year. Beathard completed 15 of 25 pass attempts for 215 yards and also tacked on 3 touchdowns against the Cyclones.
Anyone that saw that game had to be impressed with the junior's 10 rushes for 77 yards, which included runs of 44 and 57 yards that came at huge points in the contest. Beathard was also named to the Manning Award Star of the Week. This honor is voted on by fans and names the top 8 quarterback performances over the weekend.
There was another man well known inside Jack Trice Stadium. That name, Matt Vandenberg, was all over the field. Daily Iowan TV sports reporter Zach Mackey takes a closer look.
6'1", 195 pounds is not your usual measurements for a Big Ten Division I receiver. Junior Matt Vandenberg has been absolute dominant for the Hawkeyes so far in this young season.
I mentioned his poise earlier, and I think that's a big part of it because that's, you find out what's what and who's who. And we've been down there before in this stadium, and it hasn't turned out quite so well, so it's just not a fun place.
The Brandon, South Dakota native has 15 of the team's 31 receptions and has also picked up 173 yards while also supporting an 11.5 catch average. The Hawkeyes' #1 target has also recorded 2 touchdowns along the way.
We got the look earlier in the game, and I wasn't able to perform as well as I needed to get open. So when I got the look again, I said, I can't do that again. I need to be able to make this play. And CJ put the ball right on the money.
Wide receiver Matt Vandenberg has scored a touchdown in 3 straight games. A majority of Vandenberg's receptions came in Sunday's victory against the Iowa State Cyclones. Vandenberg had 9 catches for 114 yards and a touchdown against the Cyclones.
Get involved. They're going to do that. We got other guys on the receiving squad that will make plays like they did with Matt early in the game. Some big plays in the game.
Zach Mackey for Daily Iowan TV Sports.
The Hawkeyes are back at home this weekend as they take on the Pittsburgh Panthers inside Kinnick Stadium.
Not only did the Iowa football team have a good weekend, the Iowa volleyball team picked up a big win also, for the first time in almost 20 years in the Cy-Hawk series. Volleyball reporter Hannah Thompson has more. Hannah?
The rivalry between Iowa and Iowa State runs deep in the blood of the athletes for each team, especially during the Cy-Hawk series hosted in Iowa City this year. The Hawkeyes and the Cyclones didn't want to make it an easy match, and the excitement was high in Carver Hawkeye Arena as the largest crowd in Iowa volleyball history waited for play to start. The first set started off in competitive fashion as nearly each point was give or take. As the set progressed, Iowa State maximized on point opportunities, excelled in returning the ball, and took the lead 25-17. But after the neck-and-neck first set against the Cyclones, the front row emerged to take the lead for Iowa. Jess Janota and Lauren Brobst had a combined 37 kills for the match, which kept Iowa alive as the Cyclones dug and blocked their way through the scrappy play of both teams. They ended the second set with a score of 25-17 Iowa. The third set was another win for Iowa, with Janota killing it literally 6 times alone during the set. The Cyclones continued to fight back, but just missed it as Iowa took set number 3, 25-18. During the fourth set, the crowd was on their feet as both teams battled it out to take home the victory. ISU kept the Hawkeyes at match point 4 times, but Iowa prevailed and beat Iowa State for the first time since 1997, 28-26. This win against Iowa State proves how good it is to be a Hawkeye. From Carver Hawkeye Arena, Hannah Thompson, Daily Iowan TV Sports.
This weekend also held wins for the volleyball team against Milwaukee and number 25 Texas A&M. And after this weekend's performances, setter Loxley Keala was named Big Ten Setter of the Week. This is the first time an Iowa player has received this honor since 2013.
Former University of Iowa basketball star Roy Marble passed away in his home over the weekend in Grand Blanc, Michigan.
Roy Marble, who was 48, still holds the record as the most points scored in Iowa basketball history as he helps the Hawkeyes jump on the national stage in the mid-1980s.
And that's all we have for today, but be sure to tune in tomorrow,
where we hear from head coach Kirk Ferentz and also get a recap of the Soccer Cy-Hawk series.